In this video, we're going to talk about my unsponsored, unfiltered thoughts on the SmallRig Tribex tripod, my first unit that exploded out of the box, and my experience with their customer service. Obviously, my first unit had some issues right out of the box. The leg mechanism failed because of some faulty adhesive. But I want to highlight what happened next. SmallRig did the right thing. They responded to me and they immediately started diagnosing exactly what was wrong with the tripod, and they sent me a replacement unit. From what I understand, this is an issue that's been resolved in the production units. Overall, I'm not really a fan of creator branded gear. For some reason, it just doesn't feel right to me, but this tripod might change my mind. Before we dive too deep, let's talk about price. So the tripod comes in right around $800 unless you get it on sale. So at $800, it's not exactly cheap, but it's also a lot less expensive than some of the more professional systems. Let's keep that number in mind as we go through the features, because I think the value proposition is pretty compelling. So let's run through a few highlights of this bag, just some stuff that I think is important. So the outside seems to be a really tough material. You've got a 2-inch nylon strap that doubles as your handles / backpack straps. It's offset, so if you're carrying it like this, then the tripod stays level because your head is a little bit heavier, obviously. Something that I really appreciate their attention to detail is the type of zipper they use. So they use a very heavy-duty SBS zipper. So you can see it a little better here, but I mean, these things are so tough. You could lift this whole bag with one zipper. And then something that I'll use more often than probably the entire zipper is this top load in, load out. So you've got a top load in, load out there. Let's talk about a few of the things that originally attracted me to this tripod. So starting out first, obviously the clutch. Being able to adjust the height of this tripod with a single lever is a time saver, an efficiency booster, especially if you're shooting on any kind of set that you're single operation or you have a really small crew. They included a really nice head with a counterbalance system. It's got 3 stages, as well as adjustable pan tilt drag. So you've got your pan here and your tilt here. They included the ability to have both the traditional Manfrotto style plate as well as the DJI RS plate. I also appreciate how they added the 1/4 inch with the anti-twisting pins. They put one on this side of the head, on this side of the head, as well as down here on the sticks. I think that'll be super handy for accessories, monitors, whatever. A couple other things that I think are thoughtful considerations is the hidden Allen key inside of the hook here, as well as the flathead that's hidden inside of the tripod head itself. It's a little tricky to get out. But yeah, you've got a flathead that's just hidden inside here by one of the rosettes. Since they sent me a replacement unit, I noticed a few different things between the production unit and the pre-production series, and I want to talk about those. So the first difference that I noticed was the tripod plates. It's pretty subtle, but the original version was just an anodized piece of aluminum, and it came with just a flathead, 1/4 inch and 3/8. And then the new version is a powder-coated plate, and it has both the Allen key and the flathead here, so you can use both tools that are on the tripod. The second change that I noticed was the Allen keys. The CNC of the keys seem to be the same, but what you'll notice is there's a much bigger washer here, so I assume that's just to help prevent dirt and other debris getting inside of the tripod. So they added that. And then the third and probably most notable change is the difference in how you adjust the height on the head. So on the original version, you had a lever here, and this lever is how you would adjust the height. And I assume that there was some user feedback, because even if you put that lock in place, I've been able to accidentally just pop it open a few times. So the way they changed that was adding a dial knob here. So this is a rosetted dial, so you pull it out and then you twist. And then to engage it, you just twist it. Let me give you a detailed view and you can hear the rosette. So where do I see this fitting into my workflow? Honestly, I see it fitting in anytime that I'm using the FX6 or the FX3. The counterbalance system is surprisingly capable. I'm able to switch from a fully rigged FX6 unit with a screen and wireless to a stripped down FX3. Just a few weeks ago, I was shooting a commercial gig and it was a solo operation gig. So that's where I think that this type of tripod is really gonna shine. So for that, I was using my Miller X5, which is a 2-stage carbon fiber, and it's a pretty heavy unit. But imagine taking this out and then you have a single clutch and you can raise up and down, you can move really quickly, and you're not breaking your back. Obviously, this tripod's not going to replace a high-end Miller, O'Connor, or Sackler, but that's not what it's meant to do. I think that the tripod has a lot of professional features, especially for the price point. It seems to be really smartly designed and smartly built, and it seems to be really tough, at least according to other YouTube reviews. But I guess time will tell on that. Here's a list of pros and cons that I've come up with. Build quality, especially in the production units. Smooth fluid head movement, quick setup, a really good payload range, weather resistance, outstanding customer service, and company responsiveness. No included bowl, not ideal for larger cinema packages. Early units had some quality control issues, but it seems to be resolved. I think I'll always be just a little skeptical of creator branded gear. That could be something to do with me personally, or maybe it's just a reputation that creator influenced stuff has earned over time. I don't know. But here's my thoughts. This tripod is starting to win me over, and I'm really hopeful that it becomes my daily driver. But even if you have an issue, at least in my experience, SmallRig has proven that they're going to step up and make it right. These things come with like a 2-year warranty, and I trust that they'll be there. I mean, this is exactly what I expected from what I was going to get the first time. So this is really exciting. I'm super happy that they sent me the updated unit. If you shoot any content similar to that, I think that this tripod's at least worth a look. If you enjoyed this video or this video was helpful, I'd appreciate you joining my YouTube journey.